Hello, hello, hello. Hello, party people. It's your host, Mad Morgan. And how's everybody doing today? This is actually a evening Car Musings episode, not a first thing in the morning thing. So, hey, good evening. I'm your host, Mad Morgan, and you're listening to Car Musings. Thanks for tuning into today's episode. I know, believe it or not, I haven't recorded in a while because I've been so busy with other stuff. And if some of you have been recall, I've been kind of busy between jobs. Yeah, it is a crazy fucking world out there. Excuse my language. But before I get into that, hey, how's your integrity today? Have you been keeping your integrity in check? Are you doing the right thing when no one else is watching? That's the important question of the day. So, you know what? Do it. Do it right. That's all I'm going to say. Do it and do it right. And please check out themadmorgan.com for more information about all our shows, episodes, podcast information. I have documents, I have articles, I have posts, I have a bunch of interesting stuff on there. Check it out. Anyways, today, what do I want to talk about? Well, it has been a roller coaster ride trying to find steady employment. It really has been a roller coaster ride. I am not going to kid you on this one. I'm not kidding you on it. It has been hell trying to actually find work. I think I'm up to well over 150 resumes out there. And yeah, I've cashed in my RRSPs, so I have no retirement anymore. I'm kind of screwed with regards to that. I drained my savings. Yeah, it's kind of a shit show. It really is. So, it's interesting. And what today's topic is, I have no freaking clue. But I decided, you know what? Okay. So, I'm noticing in the world today, there's this whole bonus system for companies and organizations and everything else to hire people within certain demographics. If you're a woman, if you're a visual minority, if you have a disability, blah, 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 blah. You know what's not involved in that? If you're older, which I think should actually be something that should be added to that whole pile of, people who get to the front of the line and get the jobs first. What about the older folks? You know what? I think that's the only thing. I'm not even going to get into the color of skin and shit like that. I'm not going to get into that stuff, but that is a part too. So if you're over 50 and you're white and you're male, fuck it, you're screwed. You really are. I'm not the only one that's going through this. I know a lot of other people that are going through the same scenario. They're older, they happen to be Caucasian, and they happen to be male. And it's just, what the fuck, people? I'm still giving credence to the whole parallel dimension thing. That something went left instead of going right. Something's a little off. I have a few buddies that are going through some hard times. So, anyways. All right, we take a sip of that. So the thing is, I don't know. I figured, okay, who's the culprit here? Other than this has been building up for a while, people have been bitching, complaining, everything else. And if you complain too loud about it, they go, well, it serves you right, you white, male, freaking Caucasian, fucking racist bastards. Like, put everybody in the same pot, why don't you? Yeah, because everybody is, a racist male, a racist person, because they happen to be white and they happen to be fucking male. What, there's no racist females? There's no this, there's no, it's just the white man. The white man's a fault for everything. It's like, let's blanket it all together. It's freaking ridiculous. It really is. Yeah, let's just blame one particular situation, one particular sex and color and this and that and age. Let's just blame everything on them. They're the world's problems. Because the world's freaking perfect right now with the fact that, oh yeah, okay, so hooligans can go into a store and rip it off and nobody's going to say boo. Like, I could go on the whole list. Listen to my episodes. There's a whole bullshit amount of things going on, okay? And it's okay. But you can't give a white guy in his 50 a fucking job? Like, come on. What the fuck? You might not have agreed with their ways, but at least shit was a lot better than it is now. Like, hi, I don't know if you've been reading the news or keeping, on top of things, but um, I'm going to let you in on a little secret here, just in case you missed that part of the news. Um, yeah, we're kind of on the verge of World War III. I don't know if you missed that part or realized that, but yeah, we're kind of on the verge of World War III. And yeah, pretty brutal stuff. Idiot. And yeah, it's pretty nasty. I ain't gonna lie. It is pretty brutal. So you tell me, how better is the world at this point? Mm-hmm. You tell me. How better is the fucking world right now, people? Oh yeah, we're looking out for the women. We're looking out for the visual minorities. We're looking out for the people with disabilities. Oh, we're looking out for all that shit. But look at the fucking world. How many wars are going on right now? We're on the verge of World War III, you sons of bitches. And, oh yeah, your decisions were friggin' amazing? No, they weren't amazing. They weren't amazing at all. It's pretty fucked up at this point. But you're not wanting to see that. You're not wanting to realize that. And you think it's a better place? Look at what's going on from real news sources. Don't look at what's going on online on the social media, because so many things are fake these days. AI is so advanced that it can convince you of anything. And it's very convincing. It's scary how convincing it is. So the reality is that you really have to do your homework to know what's the real deal. But let me tell you, I know what the real deal is, in the sense that I can't get a fucking job, even though I have been busting my ass. So, this is how I figure it. If you're sneaky about it, they won't know you're white, or male, or old. I figure I'm going to be sneaky about it. What I'm going to do is actually go full bore with all this shit that they've been saying for a while about, what you should do online, and you should do the social media thing, but you should do this and you should do that, and you should be trendy, like all this other crap. Because I actually did ask AI recently. I said, here you go. And I put in a whole list of parameters and asked AI, ChatGPT, I said, hey, there you go. Here's the situation. This is where I'm currently at. This is currently what I need. And here are the conditions about it. Like, I didn't hold anything back. I basically said, here it is. Here it is. Because I'm thinking to myself, yeah, it's kind of the culprit. It's kind of what's somewhat at fault for how the unemployment is the way it is, how a lot of the situations are what they are. So I'm like, I'm going to ask it, because obviously it has the answers. Because everybody is like, getting rid of positions because AI this, AI that. So why not go to that source and say, hey, AI, what's the deal? So I did. It gave me a lot. I mean, it gave me a ton of stuff to work with within the parameters of which I stated, which is very impressive, in my opinion. Like, I was very impressed with that. I was just like, wow, okay. So I started thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? This is doable, but it's not going to be a miracle thing. It's not going to be an instant wave a magic wand and everything's good. No, it's going to be some work. It's going to be some dedication and stuff, but I'm running out of options. I've already went to the government. I've already said, hey, government, hi, Canadian here all my life, 50 years, 50 plus years. Where's my job? Where's this? Where's that? Are you going to help me out? Oh, sorry, you're the wrong color. Or you're the wrong this, you're the wrong that. We only give the money to the people that have not contributed to this country. We give them handouts and freebies and everything else. So, sorry, can't help you out. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Really? I paid taxes all these years and you're not gonna help me out. All right. Well, that's kind of stupid, but okay. You bastards. So I decided, well, fuck it. I got to do something under the radar. I got to do something that they don't identify me as being me. Because obviously I'm the problem. It's pretty bad when your own government that you pay taxes to doesn't want to help you out. But anyways, and I still sit back and I'm wondering how these other freaking people have jobs. I mean, it's the most baffling thing in the world. I'm trying to figure that one out. Like, how do some of these people have jobs, but I don't? I mean, I'm really looking at that going, how do they have jobs and I don't? That doesn't make sense. With my resume? Are you shitting me? I am vetted. I am a done deal. I am a secure bet. I am like completely friggin' bona fide. Like, seriously, why wouldn't you hire me? I got my clearance. I got licenses coming up the wazoo. That means like you can put me in any situation and I am good. You can trust me with millions of dollars. I've proven I'm good with that. I mean, I've proven all this stuff time and time again. So my credibility is the wazoo, plus I'm multi-skilled in different areas. Hello? Still don't get a job. Doesn't make sense, does it? It really doesn't make sense. Um, you know, oh, but it's because you're white. Well, okay. What does skin color have to do with anything? I didn't agree with it when, everybody feel that they're being repressed. But you know what? Nobody's been repressed for like a while, and it's happened on both sides of the fence. There's been white slaves and black slaves, brown slaves, you friggin' name it. So get off your fucking high horse, the racism bullshit. Okay? Give it a friggin' rest. Call it a day. Fuck off. That's all I gotta say. Call it a day. Fuck off. Enough with that shit. A lot of you had it friggin' easy and didn't have to go through that shit. You never have even had a taste it was like for your ancestors and how bad it was. And shit happened on both sides of the fence. Okay? Everybody's been oppressed at one time or another. A shitty deal. Get the fuck over it. Because the powers that be, the one percenters, want us to fight. They want civil unrest at our level. Because that promotes a whole bunch of different industries which make them money. And they're happy with that. They don't care about what you do. They don't care about how you live. They don't care about any of that because they actually have the whole stage cornered. They have everything taken care of. You're happy, they got something for that. You're sad, they got something for that. You're scared, they got something for that. You're angry, they got something for that. They got it all covered. So no matter how you're doing, well, they're going to have an industry for it that's going to basically make them money. But fear generates a lot of interesting stuff. It takes a lot of other problems. I can get into this. I would be here for freaking months going over all this. And the biggest problem I've been saying for a while here is that we have to learn to cooperate. We have to learn. It doesn't matter, race, color, creed, sex, you name it. Shouldn't any of that matter? We have to learn to get along. We have to learn to cooperate. They don't want us to. They want us to fight each other. They want us to hate each other. You got to understand, it's not profitable for the 1% unless we do. So we have to do that. We have to get our shit together and start cooperating and help each other out. Being played, people. Being played. I'm just going to tell you, you're being played. So don't be played. Don't be a friggin' idiot. Don't be a fool and help each other out. Stop fighting. You know? Oh, hang on for a second. Yeah, sorry about that. Important phone call. Yeah. I'm just saying. I mean, I could rant on a lot of different areas on this one, but I just want you guys, you all, that all my listeners, think about this one. We're fighting for no reason, and there's powers that be that are basically benefiting from it. We're in a really scary time right now. We really are. And the more we start fighting against each other, the more it's just going to get worse. It really is. Collectively, we have to do something about the way the state of the world is. We really do. But we're being fed a lot of bullshit. We're being fed a lot of lines. You know, they're still playing us like puppets, fighting against each other. And it's not going to benefit anybody. And at the end of the day, if we don't get our shit together, we're fucked. All of us. Don't think you're going to get away with anything. You're not. Nobody is. We're going to be royally fucked. And at the end of it all, you can start thanking yourself for it because you were part of it, because you didn't want to make it better. I've been trying to make it better for years. I have been trying and trying and trying to make it better for years. With my podcasts, with my presence, with my articles, like everything you can imagine, I've been trying to do so. But the thing is that, you try trying to convince somebody, of improving, of evolving, of trying to be a better person, to think a different way, to, be selfless instead of selfish. I mean, it's difficult. It's not something that's easy, and not a lot of people want to accept change. Unfortunately, they don't. They don't want to accept change. They don't want to do any of that because they're convinced they know it all. They're convinced they got it figured out. They're convinced they're right. And that's part of the problem. We're not right. A lot of people aren't right. They have their heads shoved so far up their asses, not realizing that they are part of the problem. And that's where the issue is. And that's what people got to realize. That's not the case. Like, change your ways. Domino effect. Your little section of the world's affecting everybody else's sections of the world. We're all intertwined. So you know what? When somebody calls out for help, help them. Because you might need that help one day. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass because I want friggin' free handouts. I'm blowing smoke up your ass because I'm friggin' months away from being on the street. I mean, this is why I'm asking for help. I'm proud. I'd like to be independent. I'd like to be self-sufficient. I don't want somebody else supporting me. Hell no, I don't want anybody else supporting me. But you know what? It is what it is. So, when you sit there and you go, oh, I'm going to protect myself and in it for myself and, watch out for myself and blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's great and all. But what if the tables were turned? What if it was the other shoe on the foot? What if it was you needed help? How would you feel then? So just think about that one. Think about how rosy your life is. And do you have a little extra that you can help other people? I'm not just saying for myself. I'm saying for anybody that needs help. Fucking help them out. Because that might be you one day, my friends. Just saying. That might be you one day. And you might be the one looking for the help. Anyways, as far as the bigger picture goes, regardless of, our little issues that we got to deal with, let's all try to make things better, make the world better, do the right thing when no one else is watching. That means, yes, following the rules, following the laws. Don't think that you're an exception to shit. Don't be friggin' making it more difficult on other people. Don't be fucking ripping off stores and stuff like that, because that store will close, that neighborhood will crumble and go to shit, and then it's another unsafe neighborhood in this world. All this shit you don't need. And your big score or little score or whatever you're going to make one day that's going to have, okay, so you ripped off a couple $1,000s from somebody or something or whatever the case may be. You not think that little wave is going to make a friggin' bigger splash eventually? Yeah, it will. I'm just telling you, it will. Don't think you're getting away with it. It will all catch up to you. Okay? Do the right thing. Make a positive change to influence people and the world. And you know what? That's going to be the better part of it. Anyways, I'm blah, blah, blabbing at this point. at the end of it all, just try to be the best person you can be. Stop flexing. Stop fronting. Stop trying to be something you're not. Stop being an asshole. You know, start being somebody that's positive and supportive of others. Help each other out. You know, it's not a big list of stuff to do. It's not hard to help people out. That's what people have got to realize. It's a simple gesture. It's a simple act of kindness. It's a simple thought. It's so much of little simple things that we can do, and it's simple, but we just have to do it. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up. I got shit I gotta do. I gotta focus on this road because a bunch of morons are on friggin' scooters and stuff like that. Anyways, love you all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm your host, Mad Morgan. Keep your integrity in check. Check out themadmorgan.com. You know what? I might post some stuff into some ventures I'm getting into. Maybe you can help me out. Maybe, I want to be providing some information that'd be worthwhile to you and to others. Just, as I said, keep an eye on themadmorgan.com. Check it out. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. I'm wrapping it up for now. I don't even know what I'm going to title this. Maybe it'd be blah times 3. Who knows? But we'll see what the AI algorithm decides to call it. It usually comes up with some ideas. Otherwise, it's blah 3. Anyways, again, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next episode. Bye for now.